really privileged to introduce the amazing Shirley Ann Brown in this wonderful program called Mama Moving Mountains. I had the privilege of meeting Shirley Ann very recently, like in the last couple of like a month, and we had a very long kōrero about all the amazing mahi that she's been involved in. But of course, as a humble wahine we are, she didn't want to tell her own story, so we've actually got a cool little clip from Te Huku Media to help illustrate what is this program and how does it relate specifically to Māori mothers, specifically who want to set up their own business. Kia ora.
It really started from a real desire to see our mums lift out of poverty. So that was probably the tenet for this, but it's morphed into great things. There's been circles that have been created and developed right across Whānau Taitokerau of mothers really finding themselves through their dreams.
I didn't realise that I needed some support as well. Like this growing pretty much. She helped me to pretty much grow out of my anxiety, depression, and actually making me feel like I can smash, life goals, I guess.
Yeah, just coming up with the collective goals, how Mothers Moving Mountains could help us progress forward. I've kind of gone through a few things in my life, like just in regards to like my partner, my baby. I'd actually been trying to get my baby back when I first entered the circle. So I thought Mothers Moving Mountains isn't going to help me in any way to achieve the goal of getting my baby back, when it was probably the main driver to doing that for me. So it brought me to a circle that gave me support and actually showed me to encourage me to build a better future for when I did get my baby back.
Like if I think about my past and me being a mama and a shit relationship and feeling like, there's like I'm stuck in a rut and I'm never gonna get out of it. As a mum, like I never reached out for help. I just bottled in. I was just like, I can deal with this shit myself. But definitely starts with the mama.
Wanting to go back to work, but I couldn't because I couldn't juggle home life and work life. But since being in Mothers Moving Mountains, I actually got into my studying, and I'm also a part-time healthcare assistant in aged care, which I absolutely love, and then also doing facilitation for Mothers Moving Mountains.
So 2 years ago, I wanted to buy a home, and so I got that. I achieved that 7 months ago. I'm 23 years old, and I finally have a home that is mine. I've never heard anyone else that has bought a home in my whānau.
We all talk about financial freedom, and for me that's being able to, like when I pass on, being able to be comfortable that my children, my mokopuna and the generations after that are going to be comfortable and not have to go through the stuff that I had to go through back then, and just setting that foundation of ponotika and aroha for them to grow and thrive.
It's built a lot of confidence within myself, and I guess it's just the power of being in a circle with mums, powerful women, like mamas, we hold down the fort and we do a lot. And I think that's what it is, It's just the confidence it gives you, the empowerment, and just the love, like the aroha that you feel within one another and how you can relate so easily. And you can just drop the guard down with no judgments whatsoever.
O mai te paki. Hey, look, it's an awesome program, and again, I think that when we look at this thing called the economy and what does it mean, it's also really important for us to consider, hey, what about the ki pou or the kōpou of our whānau, which are our mama and of course our papa. But Shirley Ann, please talk to us a bit about why this program was established and what are you trying to achieve?
Oh, kia ora. Thank you for the invitation to be here, and I don't want to take up too much time because the gold is sitting right beside me and I want to give them the stage, and I just want to ngāmihi kia korua for their bravery and the courageousness of sitting here today, and thank you for allowing a forum where they feel safe and they feel able to share their gift. So Mothers Moving Mountains is a beautiful initiative, a 155 community house, which is well known in Whānau for establishing some really great innovation through open arms, which is for our whānau who are sleeping rough or homeless, can come and have a hot meal, shower, get internet and help. And that it runs outside of the army barracks, the old army hall there in Whangarei. We have free lawyers and legal advice there as well. We have Housing First, which is a collaboration where we try and get our whānau into a home. Food Rescue, the first one in Taitokerau, where we distribute kai around with the whole emphasis that there's no zero waste. And then beautiful, this one, Mothers Moving Mountains, is an initiative been just going just over a year, and it was established around the fact that how we can lift our whānau and children out of poverty through the moimoia and the passion and the desires of our mama, who are the ones who really can take that and take it to the level, working on their pace, working through their desire and their ideas that they can do it for themselves with the help, but not to be cluttered by other people's interpretation of what help looks like, but to be heard about what would make it work for them. Kia ora.
Awesome. So please introduce yourselves, please, ladies. I'd love to know how has this program been for you? We heard some of your mates up there, but how's it been for you, Ehua?
Kia ora, I'm Harley Puananga. So, yeah, being a part of Mamas Moving Mountains, it's helped a lot. Like what I said up there, my confidence got me back into work, got me back into studying. Like, I'm all about helping others. So that's why I'm all about, the aged care, nursing, taking care of our elderly, taking care of our children, taking care of ourselves, our families. So, sorry, I'm going to take over, but being a part of Mamas Moving Mountains, we wanted to bring a kaupapa or like a tool to present to our mamas that they can actually pass on to future generations. So it's like creating their why. We all have a why, we all have a purpose. And we kind of got it from Simon Sinek, I'm sure you may have heard of him, but he created something called Start With Your Why, and it was for like business and for, say, CEOs to find their passion behind their business again. So we chopped and screwed it and tailored it to for our mums, and so it's a journey of self-discovery. So help others, you help yourself, do good, you feel good. Educate our mamas around Aotearoa to also educate our future generations. So, yeah, I'm pretty nervous, but yeah, we did it all throughout the lockdown. So it's opened up a lot of doors. Being a part of Mamas Moving Mountains, I've jumped into a lot of things that I would never have done. Like, talk to me last year, and if you had asked me if I was going to be here right now, I would have said, hell no, But it's pushed me right out of my comfort zone. But this kaupapa, it's beautiful, and it's all about the mums.
So Harley, just before you pass the mic, if you had a challenge or a request to government on how you think they should either help your program or help mama like yourself, what would you say?
First of all, I guess drop the stigma, behind mums being on the benefit, because a lot of them, they drop enough of their pride when they have to walk into WINS and ask for help. Yeah, so I think start there, dropping that stigma. Yeah, so I'll pass it on.
Kia ora koutou, my name's Lizzie Ranui. I'm from Papiwai, Ngāti Hine. Kia ora. So I kind of jumped on board with a good friend called Keti Solomon Marsh, and she's been nagging me to jump on board because it's an amazing kaupapa. I suppose I didn't know what Mamas Moving Mountains was to start with until you're actually in it, and then you realise that it's just a group of mums empowering each other, a wealth of knowledge, listening to their journeys of where they were to where they are now, has been very encouraging for myself and empowering as well. Vai Julien's amazing, just with her networking that she has and knowing what we can offer, and pushing us out of our comfort zone, definitely like this. We've been sitting up there shaking in our boots, but now that we're here, it's amazing. So pushing us out of our comfort zone, and once we're in it, realising this isn't so bad, and people seeing that we do have something to give, and also having whānau out there, I suppose, that do believe in us, because I think that's the hardest thing too, is failure for not just us, our whānau, and being able to give it a go. So my journey is, I don't know, people who know me, there's just a lot going on in my head. So I've always got, I think it's like an incubator of ideas. At the moment I'm doing photos, so that come about with just a gala day at Te Horo School. And we just thought we'd do dress up our tamariki and sell them back to our whānau. And that was actually shared to us through, I'm not sure what school it is, up in Tikipunga there, Taitokerau. They done and we kind of went with that kaupapa, but people have been approaching me and asking if I could do that mahi for them. And I've done these t-shirts, so custom prints, so kind of, but there's a lot of ideas, and by Shirley and the Mamas Moving Mountains are here to help me push it over the line.
Are you going to be pitching this afternoon for that cash prize? I think, hey, look, let's clap and encourage them. So I think it's such a good idea. Like really pushing you out of your comfort zone. I mean, you're already on stage. It won't take much. You've done more than 2 minutes. You'll be fine. But awesome. And so same question for you. What type of support do you think either iwi or the government or other organisations should provide programs like this and mama like you?
Yeah, I think, same with Harley. Like, it's hard enough to ask for a handout, let alone and then getting a hand up. I feel like we live quite rurally, and I was working in town, and I loved my job, but being able to drop that and come home to a lower wage, less hours, but do what I love, I think that's more rewarding, like doing what I love and being able to do it with my kids and taking my kids, involving them in what I do, but still having those connections from where I was. I think it's hard being in the, middle class, I suppose, or the high end of the lower scale, not being able to, there's too much criteria, like, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say.
Understand. You're meaning that too much red tape for you to get through, to get the
Yeah,
support you
like
need?
there's too many boxes to tick, and it's not worth the hassle. For myself, I think I'll just push it to the side. I'll find a way, I don't have to grab that. I'll find a way of getting over the line with the support that I've got.
Awesome. Hey, look, really important for us to know the Mamas Moving Mountains. So I really want us to remember that, ingoa. And I do hope that the Whānau Ora Commissioning Agency can look favourably towards a program like this, because these are the kinds of programs right at the flax roots that are doing really great work. So I just want to acknowledge the three of you for having not just the courage, but just being cool enough to come and hang out and having a yarn with us and letting us know what's going on. Thank you, Shirley Ann, for doing this work. It's really important. And I think everyone has enjoyed listening to your story, and also being part of hearing about you. And I also have a question from over here, which is, are you selling those T-shirts?
We can.
Awesome. So yes, we've got your first buyer right here. He asked, so okay, he'll take 10. All right, cool. So thank you. So whānau, ho mai te paki paki.